Hi guys, Mike back again with another Blood Angel Army update. This is the continuation of my paint what you've got, don't buy what you want challenge. And then it's the ever-present list of things we are going to paint. And again, like I said before, it's not in any necessary order. It's just the things I want to paint. So we did the Imperial Knight, and then our next two projects were going to be Captain Karlaen and the Iron Father, the Techmarine. So that's what I've painted next. Now these two minis were going to be kind of long. You know, it's very rare, like I said, very rare that I'd paint miniatures, single miniatures on their own over an extended period of time. So I mean, I've probably spent a good couple of weeks on both of these miniatures. So and that's all I've painted. So it's been quite interesting, quite an experience. And again, I'm not sure if they've turned out as well as I wanted them to. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm really pleased with them, but I'm not sure how much I stretched myself. So anyway, but you know, have a look. So this at first is Captain Karlaen. Lots of airbrush work on him. Did all the red is airbrushed. Yeah, basically, there we go. So that's him. So I picked out the purity seals with green, just to kind of offset the red, and all the lenses are green. Lots of gold and silver chain work there. Did the kind of metal effect on his hammer. Spent quite a lot of time on the face. And painted that separately and glued it in. There's the cloak back there. Just went for that kind of darker looking cloak. Picked out all the gems and then did the work on the base there. He's kind of on one of those industrial type bases with like a blown brick wall, some leaves and effects there. So yeah, worked out pretty well. Painted him with the cape off. The cape is in two sections. This side of the cape is connected to this arm, so you can't do anything about that. So after the fact, I went in and glued this side of the cape on and then filled it with some putty, and that came out pretty nicely. So yeah, pretty happy with old Captain Karlaen there. And obviously going in for battle. There we go. So that's him. And then we did the Iron Father, our Techmarine. And as stated before, used some of the brass etching from Forge World, some of the Blood Angels etch. So I mean, these were stuck on and then primed and repainted basically. So, but again, he's mainly red. So I've taken all the Iron Hands iconography off him, painted up his axe. Just wiped him round, picked out all the detail and the rivets there. He's got some chunky shoulder pads, picked out all the cog detail on his legs and feet and shoulder pads, and he's got some cog detail on his forearms there as well. And obviously the claw, the servo harness. So that's that. And then this weapon is a Volkite pistol. Volkite pistol I think it's called, but I've painted it up as a plasma. It's a proxy plasma, because I can't have Volkite things in my Blood Angel, or from a Blood Angel Codex perspective anyway. So that's him. And again, I spent some time on the face, kind of bruised his head up where all the implants have been put in. So yeah, this head is part of the mould. You can't paint the head separately, so it's difficult to get into that left eye, but the left eye came out okay. Pretty pleased with that. But picked out all his bits of tubing and stuff, and so yeah, really happy with him. So that's them two. So yeah, I spent about two and a half weeks, maybe 3 weeks, just painting these guys up. So what's next, I hear you ask? What's next indeed? On the list we've got the Cerastus Knight, Acheron. We've got two squads. a 10-man assault squad, 10-man tactical squad. We've got 2 librarians, which again will be painted together, and we've got 2 contemptors. So I figured my kind of run of things is going to be a contemptor, a squad, then maybe another contemptor or the librarians, then probably the Cerastus Knight, and then a squad. Or maybe I'll finish on the Cerastus Knight, finish on a big model. So anyway, I've decided to paint up a contemptor for my 3rd company, and he's going to be loaded out with las cannon and missile launcher, basically, for codex purposes. So I've swapped out the multi-melter for a las cannon, and effectively swapped out the power claw for a missile launcher. Those of you know that where with the contemptors, they don't have a missile launcher arm, so I can't send him in like one armed. So he's going to have a claw, a left hand, but it won't count because the missile launcher for the contemptor is sort of carapace mounted, as it were. So that they're my 2 primary weapons. And there's the las cannon twin linked. So that's that. Those of you, well, showing you that, clearly you've just realised that it's a funny shade of, I don't know, whatever, sepia. Well, I'm trying something new, just trying a different technique. So I've painted him, primed him black, and just sort of built him up to this sort of worn metallic colour. Bit of airbrush, bit of brushwork, and then I'm going to kind of go in with the red and see what happens, really. But just trying something a bit different, seeing what different effects I can get out of the airbrush and different things. But I'm quite liking the way he looks. I quite like the colour, kind of worn and burnished. So we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure what it's going to look like yet. I'm kind of making it up as I go along. So that's that. The only thing I do know is that he's going to have a white helmet. My contemptor number 1 for my 3rd company has a white helmet, and I think that'll be a running theme through the through my contemptors. And he's got a targeting device on his right eye, and that comes with the missile pod box set. I've also put some muzzle flashes on the missiles being fired, so he's firing missiles, and he's kind of running forward, so he's kind of going in to swipe someone with his left claw, which doesn't count clearly because he's not supposed to have one, but you know what I mean. And he's firing missiles, and he'll have this sort of las cannon crossed over himself type of thing. And there's the base. So yeah, just a regular 60mm base, piled up with wall filler, and just use some bits from a bits box. So he's going to be kind of running this way. Right foot will be here, left foot will be kind of against the back of this peg, and he's sort of running that way. So yeah, kind of that way. Anyway, I shall show you more once it's getting painted up. Anyway, that's it for me for now, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers, guys.